Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All changes are recorded with reference to an unchanging factor. For example, when two cars are running parallel in the same direction, we are not able to recognize the speed of the other car. But if we look at a tree, a mountain, then we recognize that a car is moving. When we are in the sky in a plane at night, there is no reference point. And therefore, when we look out also, we don't have the experience that we are moving. Because changes are always possible with reference to the unchanging factor. In the same manner, we all are aware of many changes in life. Day comes, day remains, day goes. Evening comes, evening remains, evening goes. Night comes, night remains, night goes. So the changes in time, changes in place, changes in situations. Childhood came and went. Teenage came and went. So all these changes are valid and meaningful with reference to an unchanging factor. And what we suffer is because of these constant changes. Therefore, meditation is living as a changeless reality and not a constantly changing tragedy. And for that purpose, we have to recognize our correct identity. And for that, when we are at a very gross level of our existence, then we start with the asana. So we sit in a proper posture, proper mood. And what we unknowingly know, meditation is freedom from all changes, all movement. Therefore, when we think about meditation, whether we know or we don't know, we immediately take this position. Now let me do meditation. So what do? We sit quiet. Then our problem. Meditation means there should not be thoughts. Because thoughts are coming and going. And we fail. And we struggle. Therefore, this basic principle should be clear to us. Meditation means recognizing our unchanging nature. Meditation means recognizing our being as supporting all the changes. It is something like, one example I gave you, the road is not changing and therefore the car on the road can run. Second thing, this is one changeless and the changing factor. Second thing, the names and the forms of the ornament, they are changing, but the gold is not changing. Gold remains gold. Now the third example, the sun rays falling in the 90-degree angle on the hot surface of the earth create an illusion of mirage waters. So the sun rays are stationary, but the mirage water looks to be constantly moving. So the mirage waters appears to be moving, but there is no movement. Fourth example, when we see the neon lights, advertisement of a fan. So they have got many blades made out of the neon lights, and those blades of neon lights, they become bright and again switch off in a particular sequence. As a result, there appears as if the fan is moving, but the fan is not moving. If all these examples are clear, now come to our personal experience. A waker does not have entry in the dream. A dreamer does not have entry in the deep sleep. A deep sleeper doesn't have entry in the samadhi. So, these four entities, the waker, dreamer, deep sleeper and the samadhi person, they are four different entities. Waker has taken a lot of food and therefore uncomfortable and goes to sleep. But because of the discomfort, he doesn't get the sleep. Then he starts dreaming. And in the dream, he dreams that he is in a famine hit area and suffering from the pangs of hunger. So the one who was overfed as a waker, he dreams as a hungry person in the dream. Then after some time, that dreamer also disappears. Then there is the snoring going on, deep sleep. In that deep sleep, there is neither the satiation of the hunger of a waker, nor there is a problem of a hunger of a dreamer. So, these four personalities, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper and the samadhi person, they also come and go. But there is one common denominator which has supported the waking experience but has never become a waker, supported the dream experience but never became a dreamer, supported the deep sleep experience but was never sleeping, supported the samadhi experience but never was influenced by presence or absence of samadhi. This common, unbroken, continuous, beginningless, endless, unchanging reality is the truth. Like the gross space in which we are, this space is supporting everything. The earth, the waters, the fire, the air. Without the space, these things cannot exist. And yet, they cannot influence the space. Similarly, the mental space, Chittakash. This mental space is supporting all the thoughts, all the dreams, all the desires, all the greeds. But it is not getting influenced by any one of them. And when we go to the last stage, the Chidakash, the conscious space, in this conscious space, these experiences of waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, as if they appear like the bubbles on the surface of the water. But none of them is able to influence this conscious reality. And therefore, the meaning of meditation according to the Vedanta or the Upanishad is not freedom of I, but freedom from I. Yoga, karma, devotion and kundalini, they do not take care of this aspect. They are extremely well in controlling the matter. Therefore, earlier I was an indulgent bhogi. But now, after I started yoga, now I is a yogi. So as much it was the load of living as an indulgent person, so much is the load of living as a yogi. The label of the load has changed, but the load continues. Therefore, you have seen in our meditations, we do not suggest anything which will strengthen body identification. So the first meaning of meditation is body disidentification. When this has happened, This is something discarded. Now the second aspect is assertion of our own identity. So when we discard the body as not I, when we discard the prana, the breathing as not I, when we discard the mind and its modifications as not I, then the question comes, what is my identity? And it is this. On this conscious space, which is a solid space, unlike the gross space, which is empty space. Conscious existence, Chidakash, is this solid space wherein the waking experience along with the waker and the waking world appears and disappears. Waking world is with reference to the gross body. Then the dream world arrives with reference to the subtle body, the mind. There also the same story. The dreamer, the dream world, and the dream experience. In this dream, everything is thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. They also come and disappear. The absence of waking and dream is taken as deep sleep, because our earlier experiences were something other than me is present. In the deep sleep, there is nothing other than me. So nothingness becomes the world, and a deep sleeper is born. Now these three experiences, waking, dream, and deep sleep, these are happening to everyone. Samadhi is deep sleep with awareness. In deep sleep, we know nothing. In Samadhi, although we know everything, but we are not disturbed. But all these four stages waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. They come and go. But the real I is present always. Never came, never went. Is not born with the gross body in the waking, and therefore doesn't die when the gross body is dropped in the dream. Never born as a dreamer with the dream, and never dies when the dreamer disappears, and so on. This unchanging reference gives meaning to every kind of experience. This conscious space that we are is not created through karma, is not begged through devotion, is not controlled through yoga, is not awakened through Kundalini. it is uncreated, never absent, unchanging reality. Kaivalyopanishad tells, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena, tyage naike amritatva manashu. The immortality is attained not through karma, because anything which is created has a beginning, has to end. Na prajaya, nor through children or disciples. Na dhanena, not by any kind of wealth. Then tyage neke, only by giving up, renunciation. By giving up alone, there is a gain. Childhood is given up, teenage is gained. Teenage is given up, young adult is born. The waking is given up, dream is born. Dream is given up, deep sleep is born. Deep sleep is given up, waking begins. So what do we have to give up? Only that which belongs to us. And there is only one thing which is really ours, and it is our wrong notion about our identity. Body identification has to be given up. The soul identification has to be given up. When we give up the body identification, the soul identification is born. When we give up that also, the Absolute is revealed. And Absolute is that which cannot be given up. Aheyam anupadeyam. That which cannot be given up need not be gained. This eternal conscious space is never given up, therefore need not be gained. Only the wrong notions are given up. our old habits, we want to do something. Therefore, we want to do meditation. Our old habits get involved with the body one way or the other. Therefore, we get lost in yoga. Our earlier habits to play with the mind. Therefore, we keep on chanting. Our earlier habits to have different experiences. Therefore, we get in Kundalini Marga. As a result, this ever-present truth is overlooked. Like we have prayers for the earth, for the waters, fire, and air. We don't even mention the space. Without which nothing can exist. Because of our preoccupation with the earlier four elements. In the same manner, we are so much preoccupied with the waker that we don't even think beyond. And as a result, although we are the bliss absolute, we struggle to get happiness from outside. the movement of the gross body does not influence the gross space. The good or the bad thoughts do not touch the mind space. Similarly, the conscious space is untouched by waking, dream, etc. Take a deep breath. Move your fingers and toes. Offer everything to the Lord. In today's meditation, we have done nothing. Neither the asana, nor pranayam, nor chanting the Lord's name. But we have given up our wrong notion about our identity through inquiry. understanding. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.